Hi there, everyone. This is Dr. Gwen, and it is Wednesday, believe it or not, my goodness. And as you know, I'm going to be reminding you I'm off schedule this week. Next week, I'll be returning to the 3 p.m. sessions. But today, I wanted to talk with you between 1:30 and 1:45, as I promised that I will be doing every day this week until Friday. And today, I thank you for joining me, those of you who are here. And today we're talking about appreciation, thankfulness and appreciation. And I'm still looking to see if any of my friends are going to be able to join me. Perhaps they won't, and if they don't, I understand that you will be watching this a little later, so it's still okay. I wanted to leave this here for you anyway, so when you came back to Facebook, you will be able to see this live broadcast. So we've been talking about, is life worth living? And we are not going to review the topics. However, I want to say today that the topic is on thankfulness and appreciation. A lot of times we find that our lives become unbearable because we are, hey Veronica, thank you for joining me, my love. It's good to see you. And so we're talking about thankfulness and appreciation. And sometimes life can get down on us, right? It's telling me my connection is weak again. So the video may get a little fuzzy. And if I lose you, I certainly will work my way back here. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jane. All of my friends. I appreciate seeing you. And the love bubbles, of course. And so I wanted to talk with you about thankfulness, as I said. Now, when life bears down on us, sometimes it's really easy for us to forget to be thankful. And certainly many of us don't want to be thankful for the hard times. Yet it's the hard times, not while we're going through it, but once we've gone through them, those are what really make us the strong people that we deserve to be for those other people that are coming behind us with the same struggles. I've always felt that whatever my experiences in life, it is not just for me. It is for somebody else who's coming behind me as well. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Great to have you, Veronica. Thanks, Sonia. She says the voice is great and the video has cleared up. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm on this hotel Wi-Fi, so I am hoping it stays strong. I'm not going to be long because I have to run back to my session. However, I wanted to come by and keep my promise to you that I will be here today. So I'm very grateful that you're joining me. Now, some ways, how can we show our thankfulness and how can we show our appreciation? First and foremost, I think we need to be aware of being thankful and appreciative for who we are. Yes, I said that. I know a lot of people have self-confidence concerns, maybe not a lot, but quite a few people that I've interacted with. They have self-confidence issues and beliefs that they have adopted because somebody told them when they were younger that they were that. And when you hear those things as children, you really tend to believe them. And you start personalizing those things in so much, hey Ginger, thanks for joining me, in so much that it becomes a part of your life. Now here's this video again, so please bear with me. Hopefully you still can hear me clearly as this video weave in and out with the Wi-Fi signal. Now there is a game that I like to have my clients play, and it's called an appreciation game. And in this particular game, I have people identify 10 things that they can be thankful for themselves. Because you see, in life, what you tend to focus on is what becomes big. And if you're focusing on the challenges, and if you're focusing on the struggles, then what's happening is you're really not paying attention to your greatness, to the beauty you have inside of you, the power that you have to transform someone else's life. And I want you in this very moment to know this, that the thing that you are thinking in your mind that is going to cause you to lose your value is not true. It really is not true. Of course, you believe it in your mind, but it isn't true. So you have got to come to the place where even if you don't realize it, you start recognizing and appreciating yourself for the things that you are doing in your life and in the life of the other people who are around you that you are pouring into, because you are that. You're that to many other people. I guarantee this moment as we're talking that you are of great value to someone else. You are. And so what I would have you do is to identify 5 to 10 things that you can be thankful for yourself for the next 30 days. 30 days. Yes, it's going to be a challenge. Get a little notebook and write it down. Do you know what is going to happen at the end of that 30 days? You're going to see or begin to see how truly amazing you are. Believe me, it works. Start jotting down the things. And if you feel that you can't find those things that you can be appreciative for yourself about, start doing something that you can write down. So start making it happen. I'm sharing this with you because I know it's very effective and it really, really does work. So we're talking about, is life worth living? Is life worth living? You are the person and the only one that is able to answer that question for you. And if you're feeling right now that life is not worth living because of the challenges that you're going through, because of the heartache and the pain, because of your own self-worth or self-value, then I'm going to encourage you right now to stop and think for a moment that you are more than those thoughts. Those thoughts are not real. They are not true. They cannot be substantiated. You cannot truly say that you are this person and you will be this person for the rest of your life. And because you cannot make that statement, it cannot be true. You have the ability to create yourself in every given moment, and you need to know that. So start with the appreciation game. Now, there are other things we can appreciate around ourselves with other people as well. People in our lives. If you know people that you are close to, start sharing with them the things that you appreciate about them. You know what? When you brighten someone else's life, it really comes back to you full-fold. So tell them what specifically. Don't just say, hey, you know what? You're fantastic and I really like you. You know, as a teacher in the past, when I was training to get my teaching degree, one of the things they taught us is, like, in the classroom, if the kids are really good, like if you teach a lesson and you ask a question and the kids raise their hands and they answer the question, you know, a lot of teachers go, very good. Very good. What is very good? You know, so you have to be specific, because if you're not specific, that child or that adult, whether it's in the college classroom or the high school or elementary or middle school, whoever that is, even if it's a spouse and someone in your relationship, if you're not specific, they don't know what to repeat. When you're specific, that child or whoever that adult is, even up to the doctoral level, believe it or not, they repeat the behaviors because they're specific. So you would say something like, that was really great. That shows you were paying attention so that you got that question right. You know what's going to happen? They're going to start paying attention more. So if you can pour into someone else's life to make their life or their day even brighter, oh my goodness, that's going to come back to you tenfold, because there's such a thing called karma. Yeah, Sonia, yes. Yeah, we got to be specific. You can also do something that is thoughtful for them. You know, how we're talking about, is life worth living? See, we can't sit back and wait for things to happen to us for life to be worth living. We've got to be the actors in our own show. We've got to design the show, produce the show, and all of that, and be the actors in it. Because nothing's going to fall on your lap or my lap just by sitting and waiting. So do I want my life to be worth living? Then I'm going to go out and make life worth living for someone else. Karma, it comes right back to you. So how can you do that? You can find people and know exactly what makes them happy. You can probably give somebody a Starbucks card. That's a simple thing, $5, right? Or you can make a handwritten note or something that they can know that you appreciate them for. It could be just a simple hug. Do you know how far genuineness goes, authenticity goes, like sharing your heart goes? It goes a long way. And just by simply hugging someone and smiling at them makes a huge difference. This morning at my conference, there was this person that I hadn't seen for like 3 years, 3.5 years maybe. I hadn't seen him. And I was standing talking to somebody else, and he walked right up to me. Oh my goodness, my heart just leaped with joy. I just gave him a big hug, and it was like, it is so good to see you. And I could see the difference it made on his face. He even commented about my energy. You know, such energy, you know, I wish I could bottle it up and take it with me. But you can bring the energy to somebody else's life, and you don't have to be this great extroverted person. I'm not. I really am not. However, I know that a smile and a hug goes a long way. So, is your life worth living? Is it really worth living? How can you make it that it is worth living? So, even listening. This is the last thing I'm going to do before I run back. Listening to someone without even interrupting them. Boy, I had trouble with that. You know, I really had trouble with that. And it's because I felt like my brain, I'm not going to justify anything. I just had trouble with that, okay? And so when people are talking, typically it's my husband, and something pops into my brain, my mouth opens and I start talking. That's not good. See, because that doesn't make him happy. And when he's not happy, then I'm not happy. So just listening to someone without interrupting and listening from the standpoint to hear and to understand where they are coming from makes a huge difference in their lives. Sometimes when people fuss and they fight and they get angry, it's because they feel no one will listen, no one will hear. And if you just stop and you listen silently and you hear what they're saying, and then you said, I understand what you're saying. And I can see that doing this thing, whatever they were talking about, really gets you really upset. Man, that deflates them. Because finally they feel like you get it. And now they start to listen. And do you know what that does for you? It makes your life worth living. because you are pouring into someone else's life. So I want to leave you with this, because see, if you don't have what to pour into somebody else's life, you won't be able to pour into anybody else's life. And it starts first with you. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is, when you get up every day, think about 5 things that you can be grateful for you. Like 5 things you appreciate about you. And do it for 30 days and don't repeat it. Don't repeat it, okay? At least not consecutively. You can do good things for different people, but try not to make the same exact thing every day. And if you do 5 things today and 5 different things tomorrow, 5 different things the next day, if you do that for 30 days, I want you to send me a message about the life transformation, because I'm not guessing about how this is going to be different. I just know. I just know it's going to be different. So just take that on and do that. 5 things every day for the next 30 days. Appreciate you. Build yourself. Build your self-confidence. Know you are powerful. You are beautiful. You are great. You are this being that has the encapsulation of divinity in you, because you were made according to the likeness of the divine. So that is who you are, and don't let anyone else tell you any differently. And as this signal goes out again, I'm going to go out with it. I want to thank you so much for joining. Let me just make sure that I don't have any questions. Thank you guys for being on this live cast with me. And I'm going to run back to my session, and I will see you here tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Love you guys. Have the most amazing day.